What it do, Washington Commanders Nation, Minnesota Vikings Nation? How are y'all doing? We have a game to play Sunday afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at US Bank Stadium. JD 5 versus 9. Let's talk. Today's guest, I'd like to bring on somebody I've been locked in with for a couple years now. Anytime I have to talk about anything Minnesota Vikings, it's got to be my guy, Rap, a.k.a. Vocal Vike. What's going on, my dog?
Man, what's good with you, man? Appreciate you having me on, man. I'm glad we finally get to lock in. You know, our teams don't see each other all the time, but, you know, when they do, we got to link up. That's a fact.
Absolutely. And whenever I want to see anything Minnesota Vikings, I know where to go to, man. How is this season treating y'all up north?
Boy, ugly, but nasty work. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, shit, we going kind of through similar to what y'all going through when it comes to the quarterback position. Like, our boy just can't stay on the field. And then, but the difference is when he is on the field, he ain't looking too good, man. It's looking bad for our boy right now. But we're going to see what happens. You know, Sunday is another opportunity. That's kind of what I'm pushing. Like, I'm pushing that line. Like, hey, look, man, it's early. He only played 6 games. Let's relax a little bit. But it's hard when you see him the way he playing, man. It's like, yo, I don't know how you can back this shit. This shit looking nasty, but we'll see what happens, though, man. It'll be a good game Sunday at least, man, with the toilet bowl. You know what I mean?
It's hard. I get what you're saying. It's hard because you're seeing the success of other young quarterbacks. Like last year, our guy took us to the first NFC championship we've seen in 33 years. I'm 34 years old. Best season of my life in 1 year. You're looking at your division rival, Chicago Bears. Not like Caleb's carrying them there, but Drake May in New England, Bo Nix sometimes in Denver. You're seeing relative success from the draft class of 2024, and you're not seeing the same thing from your guy. But what a fall from grace both of these teams have went on. Y'all were 14-3 last year. Y'all went crazy last year, had an early exit. Walk me through last season and how you was on that ride last year.
Man, shit, last year, you know, I was excited. It took me a minute to get excited to get behind Sam Darnold because I just felt like eventually he was going to fall. But then, like, as the season progressed, we get the week 10, week 11. I'm like, yo, boy, just like that. Like, he might just be like that, right? So I started buying into it. And, of course, the moment I go all in and buy into it, he Sam Darnold us, man. You know, I ain't going to put all the blame on him because he is doing his thing right now in Seattle, too. And I do believe if Sam Darnold was our quarterback, then, shit, I think we would be in a different situation we in right now. That's a fact. But you know, last year was exciting, man. Ups and downs, more ups than downs. But like when we got to the playoffs, man, we got spanked, you know, and at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, bro. I've been a fan of my team for 26 years now, right? And last year was fun, but I get the same results that I've been getting since I've been a fan. You get to the playoffs and you get smacked. Like, I just don't get it, bro. Like, I'm just looking, I mean, I'm trying to get over that hump. I thought JJ McCarthy would be the guy that can do that for us. Maybe not this year, but the way he's looking, shit, we might be, the way he playing now, bro, it's looking 6-7 years out. I'm gonna be honest with you, 6-7. That shit is not, you know, shout out to 6-7. Hey, I didn't even mean to do that, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts.
It's crazy. Since the kids introduced that shit, it just organically shows up in any and all conversations at this point.
That shit crazy.
I see what y'all are going through with JJ McCarthy and how your season ended last year. So going into the off season, after your season ended the way it did, were you of the belief that, oh, we just gonna get the same thing from JJ McCarthy because this is Kevin O'Connell. This is what he does. He just spits out good quarterback play because the offense and the weaponry around the guy? Or were you hesitant and a little bit reluctant going? Did you want to bring Sam Darnold back? Like, what was Vikings Nation feeling going into the 2025 offseason?
I mean, most of Vikings Nation was on the JJ McCarthy train. Let Sam Darnold walk. He ain't worth paying because of the playoff game and the game before the playoffs for the number 1 seed. Like, he folded, right? So most fans were, man, let's ride. We got our quarterback that we drafted with the 10th pick, the 10th overall pick. We have to ride with that. Like, our coaching staff and our GM, y'all made that decision. Right? If y'all didn't make that, if y'all would have got a quarterback in the 3rd round, 4th round, now we having a different conversation. But the fact that you invested in a quarterback with the 10th overall pick, and you traded up a little bit. You only traded up one spot, but you traded up. Oh no, you got the ride now. Now we have to see. Like, this is what you signed up for. And on top of that, Rio, we brought Kevin O'Connell in. I know if you're not a Vikings fan, people don't know this, but for the Vikings fans in the building, y'all know this. We brought Kevin O'Connell in specifically for that reason, was to locate a franchise quarterback because he was the QB whisperer. So his job was to locate a quarterback, draft them, bring them in, and turn them into our franchise, and we seeing what the hell happening now. It ain't looking too good, but it's early, man. Again, I know it's early. This is different from y'all's situation, man, because JD5 came out and just went crazy, which he was my number one quarterback, by the way, man. That's what I wanted. You feel me? But man, no, we didn't expect it to be the same. We expected to take a little step back, but we still expect it to be better than what we are now. More competitive, at least a playoff team. We still were thinking playoffs with maybe 10 wins instead of 14.
Did y'all have a split at all about who y'all wanted to draft in the 2024 draft? Because I know our fan base, it was Jaden versus Drake May. And every time Jaden gets hurt or has a bad game, everybody's, oh my God, we took the wrong guy and stuff like that. Did y'all have a split or did y'all all want McCarthy? What was the draft vibes of the fan base like going into that one?
It was Bo Nix and Michael Penix. You know what I mean? Because those were the so we knew that JD5 was out of the question, Caleb was out of the question, and Drake May was out of the question. Even though there was a point in time where people were saying Drake May was gonna fall and shit like that, I didn't believe that. I thought Drake May was gonna get drafted up there like he did, and reports have came out where that's who Kevin O'Connell actually wanted. There's been reports where we actually tried to reach out to the Patriots to move off that third spot, but they weren't moving. They wanted to keep that, so it is what it is. We actually wanted to go after Boyd, but we settled for JJ McCarthy. And then you had some fans who wanted Bo Nix, who said, hey, Bo Nix is better than JJ. And then you had some fans say Michael Penix is better than JJ. But a lot of fans were big on 9, especially once we made that pick. A lot of fans jumped on board, and there's a lot of fans still on board now. It's just Boyd getting crucified, bro. Like every time you open the app, bro, it's nasty, dog.
It's crazy. And within a few weeks, Keon Coleman and JJ McCarthy have become the face of ass league-wide, bro.
I'm telling you, dog. Bro, I'm like, why me, bro? Like, for real, why me? You ain't had to do that to me, man. God damn. Because if you know real, hey, I was front line with JJ McCarthy too. I'm going extra stupid in the offseason, bro. And then all of it, now I got to deal with it, man. It is what it is.
Every quarterback that has a bad game is now being turned to locker room 9. And then there's this persona, like on game days, I transform. They call me 9. And
I don't know why he said no shit like that, man. Man, he got me messed all the way up, man. I got to try to back that shit up, man. God damn.
Yeah, man. So what is the main issue you're seeing? Because from an outsider's point of view, and every time I've seen y'all on Red Zone, on Primetime this year, it literally looks like this could be the worst quarterback room in the league in 2025. Like, why has the best quarterback play this year come from Wash Carson Wentz?
Bro, yeah, man, you might have the answers for that, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, straight up, I do not know, bro. It was funny, right? Because last week, Vikings fans, we got Max Brosmer going out there, and he played at Minnesota, so he's not a hometown kid, but he played at Minnesota for a couple years. So the fans, it was easy to, well, he's better than JJ McCarthy. I'm telling you, like, this is the secret weapon. You know what I mean? They had him under the wraps the whole time. They're about to release him, and it's like, all right, cool, man. I'm jumping on board. I'm like, man, let's see what Max can do. You feel me? Like, it'll be easy to jump on board, being that he played right there. It seems like a smart kid, all this, that, and the third. Bro, this dude, man, might have had the worst debut ever. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be real with you, ever. Like, I'm talking about in history of the NFL. And we thought JJ McCarthy was bad. We thought it couldn't get any worse. That's the crazy part. It's like going into it, we like, bro, there's no way that the quarterback play can get worse than what the hell we done been watching. And I'll be damned, bro. Like, go watch that game right there. You like, yo. So I really think we at the bottom now, Rio, man. It ain't no, we can only go up from here for real, for real.
Yeah, man. The Max Brosmer. Sometimes you got to stick with the evil that you know, man. And I know NFL fans like to fall in love with the backup quarterback. Y'all took JJ with the first round pick, and he's still early into his career. See, the problem is everybody wants microwaved food in 2025. Nobody wants to wait for development, because we're all looking at, oh, but them over there, their guy's good. And this guy's going to the playoffs. And this guy's throwing for 30 touchdowns. And this guy's doing this. They don't allow young players to develop gracefully anymore. You have to come out the box ready, assemble, or you're a bust. Get them out of here. You don't belong in this league. And yes, it has looked bad for JJ McCarthy this year. His processing clock looks slow. He's not seeing the field, and he makes some passes that NFL quarterbacks do not throw. But I still think it's too early to write the book on him.
Me too. Yeah, man. I mean, it's 6 games. You know what I mean? And out of those 6 games, I'll say there were 2 that were decent. People would say, well, it was only one quarter and this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, there were 2 games out of those 6 where we can say, okay, we saw some flashes. We saw some things that if he can build on. See, this is my thing, real. This is what I believe is happening. And it actually has been talked about this week with players on our team specifically and the head coach, is he's being overcoached. What it is they're trying to fix his mechanics with footwork and all this extra stuff while the season is going on. See, these are things you're supposed to do in the off season. Yeah. Let him play football like he's been playing football his whole life. Tell him just, hey, and you know what they did this week? They said, listen, this week right here, we just going to let him go play. Like, just go play, man. Don't even think about it. Go play like you've been playing. So hopefully we see a difference in 9 this week right here against you guys, where he can just go out, play freely, play like the player we know he can be, instead of trying to be overthinking, which he admitted that too in his press conference yesterday. He's like, man, I'm an overthinker. I'm overthinking. You got Kevin O'Connell in your ear. Make sure your feet ain't too wide. Make sure this, bro, just too much. You know what I mean? Just too much. Just let the kid play. And then in the off season, once we get the off season started, then get in the lab and do all that stuff you want to do with him, man. Don't do that while we in the season. That's why we seeing what we seeing, man.
Yeah, man. And he is for sure playing this week.
Yeah, he playing. Yep.
He's back, man. So the return of 9 and the return of 5. Vikings fans, I'm not sure if you know, but it was announced today that Jaden Daniels will be starting on Sunday versus the Minnesota Vikings. Just about 5 weeks after we thought his season was over, after that elbow went the opposite direction versus the Seattle Seahawks. Jaden will be back on that football field this Sunday afternoon versus the Vikings. And I'll tell you what, if JJ and y'all offense need the right defense to get in front of you to get right, it's us. It is my defense, bro. We offense that can't score versus a defense that can't stop anybody. Something's got to give in this one.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. I mean, it is a perfect matchup. See, regardless of where we sit at this season, me and you, man, like at least I feel like we're going to get a good football game. You know what I mean? And I think that's important. Like at least be able to, me and you can look at the players on our teams and say, okay, going into the offseason, boom, we got this guy, that guy in the third, man. Like, and that's kind of my main focus, obviously, is the quarterback for us. Not too much for y'all, because y'all know who y'all got. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a situation on our hands where it's, bro, if this dude plays the next 5 games the way he been playing, man, going into the offseason, there's going to be talks on we need to get a quarterback. I don't know too much about drafting, but we may be aggressive on trading, going and signing, something like that, because we definitely can't go into 2026. Like, let's just say he finishes the 5 games and they're the same as the last 6 games that we've seen of JJ McCarthy. Bro, there ain't no way you can go into next season saying, hey, this is the plan. We going in with number 9. You just can't do that. So, Hey, man, I'm trying to see something.
And with the way that this league works, it goes from there to, oh, so did we pick the right coach? Fans start questioning the coach. Is KOC the guy? Should we believe in the plan of that? Because that is where the conversation shifts to. Once it goes from the quarterback, it's the guy who picked the quarterback, and then they're questioning the coach and the GM.
Yep. Oh, it's already there, bro. Like Vikings Nation, it's already there. Anybody in the chat will tell you, bro, we already on KOC's head, bro. They want his job already. It's over with. That's been passed. And it ain't even got nothing to do with so much of the quarterback, right? Like it's deeper than the quarterback. It's his play calling, because Kevin O'Connell is our offensive coordinator too. So there's an issue there. He's calling plays, and man, he is not good at calling plays. Everybody from the outside, bro, this is what we don't like over in Vikings Nation. Everybody from the outside looking in looks at KOC and says, oh, bro, he's amazing. He's an offensive mind, offensive wizard, quarterback guru. Bullshit, bro. Like y'all don't know what really be going on, man. Like we watch this. We watch 60 minutes of this every Sunday. We know what's going on. This dude, situational football does not exist with this guy, man, at all. We will never win a playoff game or a game that matters for the NFC North title if it comes down to it, because he will find a way to mess it up for us. Facts. He will with his play calling. He will.
So is it a lack of balance? Is it just situational awareness, or just a combination of all of it?
A combination of all, bro. There is no balance. Like first of all, he refused to run the football. We will have running backs where we start the game off and our running backs will be getting 5 to 6 yards. Shit, I've even seen 7 yards a carry, right? Off of like 5, 6 carries. When you see a running back running like that, you have to continue to feed that guy, man. This dude will say, you know what? All right, 6 carries, that's enough. Time to start throwing.
Pack them up.
Pack them up, right? Like, and it's like, bro, what? Hold on, wait a minute.
Cliff do that shit too.
Like, what are you doing, bro? This dude was eating. And then on top of, we went out and intentionally brought in a running back, bro. Like, we went out and got Jordan Mason. You have Aaron Jones. You told us that you were going to be aggressive at the line of scrimmage. We bringing back old Vikings football. This is what we doing. And then when the season starts, you just forget about, like, what's up? Like, you gonna lie to us like that, man? I don't know, man. That shit frustrating, Rio. And I'm gonna tell you, man, Vikings Nation on his top right now. They on his top.
Oh, I feel you. And honestly, I think that is an inherent trait of the smartest guy in the room, offensive coordinator syndrome. The X's and O's guy, we all want one, but what comes with that is they think they can outsmart everybody all the time. And they know it's a passing league. A running back will come out 60 yards on 6 carries, and they'll just stop giving him the ball. And they'll say, oh, no, but we're down on the scoreboard. Like, they lack balance. They just everyone wants to just throw the ball around 40, 50 times a game, and not everybody's built to do that shit.
Exactly. And we definitely not built, especially when you look at, bro, you coming into the season with a first-year starting quarterback. I know he just technically a sophomore season, but he was injured all last season. Yeah, so you're coming in with a young quarterback. First of all, that played college football at Michigan, where they're known to run the ball, and he was mainly, like, why I like JJ McCarthy was because his third down, his play action, when it mattered, he was able to make the throws that mattered, right? But you wanted to build your roster, your offense specifically around controlling the line of scrimmage with the run game. Bro, KOC ignored that. And then he looked at JJ McCarthy. What it's starting to look like is he looked at JJ McCarthy like, hey, I can take him and make him into what I want him to be, because Drake May is the perfect type of quarterback for somebody like KOC. Jaden Daniels would be the perfect type of quarterback, somebody who can throw the deep ball and be accurate there, doesn't mind throwing the ball downfield. JJ just isn't really that guy, man. JJ is good at short, intermediate passes. The coach doesn't call the plays. He doesn't call those. Every play is 15, 30 yards downfield. Every route. I mean, come on, 7-step drops. We don't have, like, watch Sunday Reel when you watch the game, bro, you ain't going to see no screens. You ain't going to see no quick slants. Everything going to be Justin Jefferson running down the damn field 20, 30 yards. Don't make no sense.
Hey, but I will tell you this. We don't got a starting corner for a damn right now. We got Noah Igbenogany on one side, Jonathan Jones on the other side. JJ's boy, Mikey Sanders, still is in the slot, and I know he's looking forward to playing JJ on Sunday, but we don't have the bodies to guard your guy. So while our fan base is like, oh, Jaden's back, it's up, we about to blow these guys out, I'm sitting here like, we still can't stop anybody. Who the hell do we got guarding Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Jalen Naylor, TJ Hawkinson, and company? I don't see another 4-yard performance out of Justin Jefferson this week. That boy got to be in hell right now.
Bro, and that's a whole nother.
Is he okay?
Bro, that's a whole nother thing we going through, right? So, like, he's such a like player. He's such a good player, like locker room guy, right? Because even in his press conference yesterday, of course, they drilled him about it because he refused to do a post-game press conference after the last game, after that 4-yard game. And, people obviously ran with that. Oh, he wants out. He's about to request a trade, all this, which may be true. But, like, what I will say is his presser yesterday, He came on and said, man, look, man, I still believe in JJ McCarthy. And I understand, right, that it's politically correct. You got to get on there. You obviously can't say, nah, I'm sick of dude. We need to get him the hell up out of here. But at the end of the day, like, you can read, if you know how to read in between the lines good, then you can figure out what's really going on. And like I said, he mentioned the same thing I talked about earlier, Rio, was, hey, man, I still got confidence in JJ McCarthy. I think he needs to just block out the outside noise, block out all this stuff. He does it in practice every day. He's balling out in practice. Just transition that to the football game. I think he just needs to play free. Just let go, play football. Right. And I really do believe that's the issue, bro. I really think that JJ McCarthy, he's in over his head, bro. Like he's
thinking too much.
He's thinking too much, bro. He's just thinking too much, man. He's not playing football. He just had a kid too, which I'm not trying to build excuses for nine. I know this may sound like a stream where it's like, oh, here go Rap trying to stick up for this garbage can play.
Do what you do, man. You got to ride for your guy, man.
I got to ride for him, though. You know, I got to ride for him. And I call him out when I need to call him out. They'll tell you that. Like, when it's time to call him out, I call him out, especially right after the game when emotions are high. I mean, shit, I'm dogging him how we supposed to. But at the end of the day, we have no choice as Vikings fans. This is our guy. You either ride or you get left, right? Because, hey, when it's time to move on, we move on. But I say that to say, I think JJ's going to have a better game for sure. Like you said, Jetta's going to have a better game because I think we ain't got nothing to play for now. Now it's just let it rip, bro. Just go out there and have fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this could end up being a fun game because we don't really play defense for real, and both teams' seasons are over, bro. Y'all 4-8, we 3-9. We ain't won a game since October 5th. It is exactly 2 months from the last time my team won a game, and this is the first time we've seen our offense fully healthy since week 2. This is the first time since week 2 Jaden's played with Terry McLaurin, Noah Brown, Deebo Samuel, a fully healthy offensive line, and what we have in the backfield. So I'm definitely looking forward to this one and how this one's going to fare. Offensively, though, before we switch over to the defensive side, what can you tell me about y'all's running back duo of Jordan Mason, Aaron Jones? Is it not effective, or is it more the OC just gets away? KOC gets away from the run game too much?
Bro, so if KOC was to lean into the running backs, we would probably dominate y'all. I'm be honest with you. And you know what? If he would lean into the running backs, we wouldn't be a 4-win team right now. We would probably at least be a 6 or 7-win team right now. I'm be honest. We would actually be in the bubble trying to at least play for it. We may not make a playoff, but we would still be in the conversation if he was to commit to the run, because our running backs are good and they start out good. Every game they start out fast. They get the rock. They do what they're supposed to do to, in most other cases, earn themselves some more reps, right? Like in most other teams, like when you have an offensive coordinator that realizes, okay, my boy hot today, my boy in his bag today. After the first 3 runs, okay, we see what's going to happen today. Even though the game plan might have said we were going to sling the ball around the yard, my running backs are hot right now. I got to keep feeding these dudes, man. You gotta let them eat. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen is, yes, at the beginning of the game, Rio, y'all probably are going to see a couple good runs. You're going to see exactly what the hell I'm talking about. You're going to be like, boy, thank you that this man, not that we have anything to play for really when it comes to winning and losing, but we want to win at the end of the day as fans regardless. But like, you're going to be like, thank you, KOC, for getting away from the run, because y'all was killing us at the beginning of the damn game. I'm so glad that you decided to make JJ McCarthy throw the ball 40 plus times today and only ran the ball 10 or 6, right? Because it's hard for him to get the 10 runs. Like we have games where he would literally hand the ball off 6 times, 9 times, 10 times. We talking about 2 running backs that are Pro Bowl caliber running backs. Yep. Make that make sense, man.
Yeah, I got Aaron Jones in fantasy, so I'm very hip to y'all.
Bro, this dude wilding, man. Like, this shit don't make no sense. Now, when it comes to the point as fans, right? When you can sit back and feel as if you can call a better game, that's when it becomes an issue. Is when you feel like you can say, man, look, I see what's going on. Why do I feel like I can coach better than this motherfucker right here? You know what I'm saying? Like that, once it get to that point, bro, it's like, bro, it's over with, man. We got to get this dude up out of here, man.
Yeah, that shit gets bad. And the fan base, it starts to get toxic as hell. And it's very easy to do so in seasons like we're having right now, because I won't give it all the credit, but our season has went to hell for the most part because of injuries and because we just don't have the depth behind the injuries. Y'all don't got no reason to be 4-8, right? Y'all have too much talent on the offensive side, and Brian Flores' defense is not a chump. So y'all really don't have no business to be 4-8 right now.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Brad. I'm glad you see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad you can see that, because this is the thing, man, with the defense too, right? And we have certain people that really ain't rocking with Brian Flores neither, like, but he is our bright spot. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. And that's usually, since he been the defensive coordinator for the Vikings, we walk away from a ton of games saying, shit, if ain't nobody else did nothing, Brian Flores and his defense did what they did, right? They did their thing. Like, we can't even be mad at them. We can't really criticize them. There's certain individuals on the defense that we can criticize, but for the most part, Brian Flores had a great game plan, did what he did, and so on and so forth, man. Man, when it come to this offense, though, we were supposed to be an offensive team. Like, that was supposed to be our identity. Mm-hmm. Kevin O'Connell getting all this media hype. You know what I mean? He's the guy. Oh, this dude, the coach of the year. Oh, this dude can take anybody and make them great, right? Man, that shit dead. That's why I say that's what irritates Vikings fans, bro, because, again, like I said earlier, everybody from the outside quick to say that. But you don't watch. Like, for example, I rock with you, Rio, right? I watch your channel often. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When Commander stuff going down. But the reality is I have to lean on you to tell me the truth of what's really happening. Because if I just watch the NFL highlight of the game of y'all playing, I would sit and say, damn, boy, that coach fire. Like, them boy out here handling business. But you would tell me, Rap, don't fall for that shit. I'm telling you, this man went away from the run, the defensive coordinator, these niggas.
We have an important job to do as fan content creators, as fanalists. We have an important job to do, because the media, the national media, and outside of your fan base, they don't really know what the fuck going on with your team.
Exactly, bro. And that's what we here for. And I like that fanalist. That's fire. That's actually that's low-key fire. I like that.
Yeah, we do this, man. I got that from my guy Louis T. Shout out to my brother, man.
Shout out Louis T, man.
But we have a job to do. Like, it's important whenever we play a team, or whenever I really want to know what's going on with a team, I don't go to like the team's media. I don't go through any national thing. I want to go see what a fan podcast or content creator is talking about, because they can't get to it like we get to it. And we are, I sometimes I'm called too positive. Sometimes I'm called too negative. There's an in-between that we have to lie. When dudes need to get their backs kicked in and we got to call them out, we got to do that. When people need to be showered with praise, we do that as well. But I feel like fans, we got to fall in that middle somewhere where we can hold both sides accountable.
Yeah, no, facts, bro. Like that. And that's what it is, man. And that's kind of how I entered the game when it came to representing the Vikings was, hey, man, I didn't want to be too far positive, too far negative. I want to be in the middle, and I want to be able to, call it for what it is. You know what I mean? Call it for what it is. Let our fans come on and call it for what it is, so we can get a better look at, hey, which direction this team should go. Because believe it or not, man, it's important, bro. We sit here and we have the tough conversations. We have the conversations with our communities that we built, bro. And you got an amazing community, bro. Your community be pulling up. You know what I'm saying? I done been in there, so I know. You feel me? Like, I be all in the mix with it. So, and it's like, bro, we have these conversations. We let them get on and rant too. And it gives you kind of all right, what can I expect next year, bro? Like, I got to get on here. We going to talk about this. We're going to talk about that. And we're going to try to push that line, because with Vikings fans, like, I feel like our voices get heard. Like, whether it's on X and stuff, bro, like, we got players that's on there. We have like our media that's on there, and they listen and they watch and they pay attention. And sometimes they'll even mention things. Oh, yeah, a lot of fans are talking about this. It's like, oh, y'all see us. Y'all know what the hell going on. Y'all know how we feeling right now.
They see us and they hear us, and they feel the impact that we have doing what we do here too. Because I would say radio shows and local media, they pull from the conversations we have on here and on social media and stuff. We drive the conversation for real.
Yup. No, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. So, and I love doing it too, man. So, yeah, man, love it. Man, we gonna see what happens with this offense and Kevin O'Connell. I mean, as Vikings fans, we watching him. He's somebody that's definitely under the microscope. He got to show us something. He has to change his ways. Really, we wanted him to come on this week and say, hey, I'm gonna give play calling up to somebody. But we look at it like, well, if you're gonna give play calling up, then we really don't need you. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, because you done dragged us too far now. So now if you decide to give play calling up, it's all good. Just you might as well just go ahead and go. But hey man, dude gonna die on the sword. That's all right. That's all right. We're gonna be here to call it too, man. This dude better tighten up.
Okay. So switching gears to the Brian Flores defense and what the plan is to stop Jaden Daniels. But before we do so, I got to take a quick word from today's sponsor, the #1 fantasy app in the world, Rio 91 on Sleeper.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code RIO91. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
Y'all are going to see the vision of what our offense was supposed to be going into the 2025 season. We have not seen this group of guys out there, minus Austin Eckler. This is the first time we've seen this since week 2 of the season. This is week 14. That was 12 weeks ago. Terry's back, and Terry was giving Patrick Surtain hell on Sunday Night Football last week. But I watched what y'all did with Jackson Smith and Jigba and Sam Darnold and that Seahawks passing offense last week. How confident are you about Brian Flores' defense, and what has that defense been in 2025?
I mean, it's been all right. You feel me? Like the offense isn't helping them, because I feel like they got to play together, right? Like to be a real good football team, obviously they have to go hand in hand. Brian Flores, what it is coming out the gate, Brian Flores, we will hold teams and hold them until about mid-third quarter. And then eventually you break, right? You're going to break, points start happening. And then, at the end of the game, you're like, well, like the Seahawks game, for example, right? If you look at that game, you're like, well, your defense allowed 26 points. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is the defense got three and outs right off the bat. I mean, I think something else happened where we got the ball back because the defense, I mean, they were just wilding, man. The defense was doing their thing. But then you got the offense that just keeps 3 and out. They come out here, the defense tired. They got to get back on the field. I'll say this, though, man. Going up against you guys, I think what we're really good at is blitzing, obviously, because that's Brian Flores' thing. So he's going to blitz. He's going to try to put pressure on
We
Jaden
hate
Daniels.
blitz pickup.
Yeah. So, I mean, you just expect JD5 to be running around, but one thing that'll play in his favor is he's elusive. And, bro, one player I hate, I'm starting to really hate playing against, bro, is Caleb Williams. Bro, I cannot stand this dude, bro.
He's
like
slippery.
Bro, like we get back there, and the thing, we see him twice a year, right? So, and it started last year in his rookie year. We get back there, and we literally could have 10 sacks on this dude. I'm telling you, 10. But he slips out of that shit. So I say that to say Sunday, our defense, we're struggling on finishing sacks. And I think JD5 being elusive, maybe not as much as Caleb Williams when it comes to in the pocket. I mean, he's obviously JD5 definitely a better runner and better juker, but like there's something about Caleb Williams in that pocket just be doing that weird stuff, bro. I think that's why people can't grab him. But we might miss some sacks, bro. But we're gonna put some pressure on him though. I feel good about it. I feel good about it though,
What's that secondary looking like, though? Because we're finally getting Noah Brown, who I wasn't sure was ever going to wear the uniform again. He's back for the first time in weeks. Terry got busy. We gave him 14 targets versus Surtain and company on Sunday night, and he showed up. Deebo Samuel, who's had a pretty good season with us, he's been banged up at times. Zach Ertz, at his big age, still giving you 10 for 100 last week versus the Broncos. We don't get much production from the other tight ends in that room, and we're not getting much from our running game right now. So I expect to see a lot of 5 tossing it around on Sunday.
Yeah, like and we'll allow it too. I think our weakness with the secondary is you got to do quick game though. Like that's the thing, man. It got to be quick game. And correct me if I'm wrong, Rio. I feel like last year that's what I really admired about how y'all's offense was running last year.
We killed that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that was, I always go back to that and when I talk to my community is what you saw you guys do last year with a young quarterback in JD5. That's why that's why he had as much success as he did, because your coach understood that he was not only a young quarterback in his rookie season, but we also have players that can make things happen, even if they touch the ball at the line of scrimmage or 5 yards in, or even 3 yards in, wherever. We just need to get the ball in their hands. They don't have to catch a 50-yard bomb for things to look sexy. Like, we can throw a screen and then they can take it to the crib or whatever. And then as the defense inches up, you go over the top. I mean, bro, it's simple math. It's simple math. That's why I say when we start thinking like this and we realize like our coach don't see that shit, bro. But I'll say this. If y'all play quick game, though, our secondary, man, with Byron Murphy, we have Isaiah Rodgers from the Eagles, which I'm sure you're familiar with. You've played him multiple times. He isn't too much of a threat. He has a good nose for the football, where if there's a fumble or if there's a tip, he's usually somewhere around the ball, so that's something to worry about. But we haven't
that's something that matters, because my team can't recover fumbles, so you need one of them over there.
Yeah, and I give him his respect for that. And he had one of the highest rated PFF games against the Cincinnati Bengals this season, if nobody remembers, where he had a pick six, and I think he had two recoveries. One was for a touchdown, so he actually scored 2 touchdowns, and great game, bruh. But like, this is the thing. As the season progressed, I told our fan base, I don't want to be in week 14 talking about week 3. Okay. What he is he's not consistent. He's soft. He gets stiff-armed. He misses tackles all the way to the point, bro. I called him out on it. He went on X and said, bro, that's on me, bro. I got to tackle better. Like, he knew it. And I give him his respect for that, because at least what's going on. Like, your flaws, bro. So this Sunday, because this was after last game, this Sunday, we need to see a headhunter. Go out there, play aggressive and complete and wrap up, bro. All this punching at the ball. I don't know about you, Rio, but I can't stand that junk, bro. Like, I like the fact of trying to cause a turnover, right? But when you're on 3rd and 4, this is what irritates me. We'll just say a 3rd and short, right? You tackle a player after 2 yards, but instead of just tackling them and wrapping them, everybody, you got 3 people that are all trying to rip at the ball to where the runner is able to get those extra 2-3 yards, and then it turns into a first down. Somebody has to be the fundamental tackler on the damn football team and just worry about getting the dude to the ground. The 2nd and 3rd person to the tackle party, they can be the ones punching and doing all that extra stuff.
First guy don't need to be doing it.
First guy does not need to be doing that. They need to be coached that, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. But our team, first guy to the ball is over there just trying to, it's like, bro, and then he gets dragged 5-6 yards. And instead of us getting a 3 and out, now we got the drive starts over. And now our defense it's a mess, bro. It's a mess, dog.
Yeah, man. I know how that goes, man. You got one of my former Washington lifers over there with a revenge game, Jonathan Allen.
Oh, yeah.
What has Jonathan Allen been like as a Viking this year?
So he is underwhelming.
That sounds about Jonathan Allen.
Yeah, underwhelming would be a word that I think fits it. Like you'll see a game or two, like out of these, what are we at? 12 14, games, yeah. 14 games, whatever. These, yes, there's about 2 or 3 where you're like, okay, Jonathan Allen, he looks okay, but he doesn't look like what we brought him in here for. The expectations were a lot higher than what the hell we seeing. So yeah, man, I mean, it's one of those deals where we can do without him. I think we could replace him. We don't have to be pounding the table we have to make sure Jonathan Allen stays on this team for another 2-3 years. I don't think it's that type of story. Hopefully he comes with some power playing against you guys and takes it personal. Did y'all let him just walk out the building? Like, y'all didn't want to sign him back, or how'd that deal go?
Yeah, we was pretty much just like, man, you free to test the market and see what's up with you. I mean, he was one of our vocal leaders for some time, but after a certain point, it became more bark than bite. And we weren't getting the production. He's a vocal. He'll give a pregame speech when shit's going awry. He's the guy that's going to come out and call it out and stuff like that. But we really weren't seeing much production on the field from him. So it sounds like it's been a lot more of the same over there for y'all.
Absolutely. Minus the barking too, though. Like, he ain't even barking because it's his first year on the team, right? And we already had kind of leaders established. So I get it. Maybe if he was on the team for another 3 years or so, he may find his way into that situation where he's barking and shit. But right now, he ain't barking or biting. So, we getting the shit end of the stick. Like, that shit is crazy, man. We'll see what he does this Sunday against you guys, though, man. Hopefully he out looking for revenge. I'll take it.
Who's some young sleeper type? Oh, not even necessarily sleeper. Who are some young players that us Washington fans should be looking out for on your team this weekend? Like for starters, for our team, defensively, Drake Jackson, the edge rusher we signed, there was a former Niner second-round pick. Injuries have plagued his whole career so far. Literally, we signed him and immediately IR'd him. I think he's making his debut on Sunday. I want to see what he's got. And Traylon Burks, you saw the one-hander on Sunday night?
That shit was crazy, bro.
Ooh, it comes.
Boy, yeah.
He broke a finger on that same hand a couple weeks ago and comes out and snags a one-hander with it right after surgery. So those would be the two young guys I would be telling y'all to look out for, because we finally have an above-the-rim jump ball threat in our wide receiver room.
Yo, that speaking of that, though, bro, I'm glad you brought that up, right? Like, that catch might go down as one of the better ones that I've seen. I know was like, I know it was like Odell Beckham-ish, you know, they were saying, hey, it's like Odell Beckham. I don't know. I got to go back and watch it next to Odell Beckham's. But like, man, yeah, shout out Burks. Dawg was a beast coming out of Arkansas too, man. I liked him because I think he came out of Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken, in college.
Yep.
So Dawg, he was a beast, bro. It didn't work out for him in Tennessee, but hopefully he could do something for y'all. I think that was a sneaky good pickup, man. I'll say this for our young player. One of them, I'm gonna say Dallas Turner. Dallas Turner was our first round pick last year with JJ. Yep. You know, Dallas Turner out of Alabama. So, and he was kind of underwhelming. At least that's what I would say, because he was a first round pick and we traded up back into the first to get him. Mm-hmm. So last year, him not getting a lot of snaps was weird to me, where I'm like, well, hold up a minute. You traded back up into the first as if this dude need to come right out the gate and just making an impact. Like, you don't just trade back into the first. You already made your first round pick. So for you to go back in there, you're telling me that this dude is about to play today, man. He going to go out there. You believe he's going to ball. It really wasn't that. And it wasn't because, and now it's starting to look like it's not because he couldn't. It's because of the season Van Ginkel had and the season Grenard had last year. There just wasn't enough time to go around, because those dudes, they didn't expect those guys to play at the level they did, because both of them had double-digit sacks, right? So this year, he's been coming around, though. Like, we're starting to see more of him, so now he ball it. So, you know, Dallas Turner, so watch out for him. I believe he's going to get the JD5 for sure at least one time, because I think he's had a sack every game for the past, 3 games, I'm not mistaken. So watch out for him. And then another young player, I'll say, man, I'm gonna say Miles Price, man, who is somebody who Vikings fans are kind of on and off with, but he's our kick returner, punt returner. But I will say he's valuable, man. He had a game where he made a mistake, 2 mistakes back to back. But for the most part, this season, I want to give Miles Turner, Miles Price some flowers, because he's a UDFA. He had to, first of all, fight an uphill battle to even make the 53. And it was a situation where we needed that badly. And he's made some plays and put our offense in good situations. Our offense just can't capitalize on it. But that doesn't take away from what he does for the team, being the player he is. Jalen Redmond's another one too, man, from the XFL. The defensive tackle, number 61. Definitely watch out for him too. So those are 3
number.
players.
That's a disgusting number.
The number is disgusting. I don't know why he don't change it. But 61, I'm like, yo, why number 61? What the hell is you thinking,
shit? That's like a long snapper. No,
you don't even want to buy that jersey, bro. You're like, yo, what's wrong with this dude, man? Like, change the number so I can cop the jersey, man.
That shit is nasty work, man. But Dallas Turner, I'm interested to see how he looks this week. What side does he usually rush off? Is he lining up with the left tackle or the right tackle?
So he lines up both, but he's more going to line up with your right tackle, from what I seen from the last couple games. Now, Brian Flores is big on moving around, though, so he'll move around.
Oh no, they gonna keep him right over there at our right tackle, because that's where our rookie is, Josh Conley, our first round pick, who's been getting significantly better over the last few weeks after a very early rough ass start and baptism by fire coming out the gate. He's been looking good lately, but I tell you, on that left side, ain't no getting to the quarterback from the left because Laramie Tunsil has been every bit as advertised. He's probably going to break the bank in the offseason because he's still looking like one of those guys since we traded for him. One of the few things that I can say without hesitation, we've knocked it out the park trading for Laramie Tunsil in the offseason. So what type of performance does JJ McCarthy need to show you on Sunday to start to instill some hope in the fan base?
I think he needs to throw a touchdown or two at least, first of all, start there and then don't have a turnover. I know, like, the NFL is hard, bro, especially quarterback, right? It's hard to not turn the ball over. These defenders are good. They're really good, but I think he's had enough turnovers to go around. So, and I say that I don't want him to be conservative and not take risks, but I want to make sure that he's not having another multiple turnover game, because you cannot live like that in the NFL and win games. So that's one thing I'm paying attention to when it comes to JJ McCarthy is how does he cut down on the turnovers? The interceptions they look bad too. I mean, they look like they shouldn't be happening. It's almost like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why'd you throw that? It's one thing if the ball gets tipped up and bounces off your receiver's hands and it's an interception or something like that. But like these interceptions are looking nasty, man. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I want to see him at least have a multiple touchdown game, whether that's 2 or 3, but at least 2 with no turnovers. I don't care if he only has 160 yards because obviously I want to lean on the run, but I just think we need a clean game, man. No turnovers, couple touchdowns, man. I don't care if they 2-yard touchdowns. Just get some touchdowns.
Yeah, and we're a team that does not typically force turnover. Like Bo Nix had to throw it like directly to Bobby Wagner last week for us to get an interception. We drop picks, we force fumbles that never get recovered. We are a no turnover we happen to be like the only team that didn't pick off Geno Smith, it feels like, all year. And we dogged them boys and we still couldn't catch us when we had plenty of opportunities too. So if there's one defense that could potentially be the elixir and fix your boy JJ McCarthy, it could be this one. But now that DQ has taken the reins as the play caller defensively, took it from Joe Witt Jr., we may be looking better. We haven't really been faced yet. Well, Bo Nix gave us 330 last week in an overtime game, but I'm telling you, the opportunities will be there because I don't see how we're going to be guarding Addison, Naylor, Jefferson, etc. And with TJ Hawkinson, all you got to do is isolate him in coverage with Bobby Wagner, and he's going to be open all day as well.
What does y'all's pass rush look like, though? What's the pass rush like? Because I think that's important, right? That's what's going to make or break it.
Yeah, we don't got too much of that over here. Well, our edge number 1, Dorrance Armstrong, out for the season. Our edge number 2, Dietrich Wise, out for the season. So there's how edge number 3, our 7th rounder from 2 years ago, out for the season as well. So Jacob Martin, former Chicago Bear.
I never even heard of these guys.
Jacob Martin is the edge on one side. He's been fun to watch because he actually has good bend and good motor. He's about the only guy on the team that can get a sack unless we blitz a linebacker. And hopefully we get to see what this Drake Jackson kid looked like. That, and we got elder statesman Von Miller. That's what our pass rush looks like. We don't get much pass rush at all from the interior guy, Johnny Newton, Ken Law, or Deron Payne. So there's not much of a pass rush. And when we do get there, we don't get home. So no pass rush, a bunch of banged up guys in the secondary. It's shaky on the defensive side.
Nice. So that's good news for us. You know what I mean? Because I think that's because we talk about Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, but the truth is the kryptonite of JJ McCarthy is once there's some type of pass rush, and it just needs to happen once or twice at the beginning of the game, it knocks him off his game right now because he's young. And once he gets rattled, he's rattled, right? He has to learn how to calm down and let the game slow down again. So hopefully you guys don't get lucky this Sunday and all of a sudden, boom, because that would be our luck. That's the Vikings way. Y'all ain't had no pass rush until y'all played us. You know what I'm saying? And I know you keep talking about Hawkinson, bro. Like we Vikings fans, we done with Hawk. Like I'm gonna tell you that right now. The consensus, we don't like Hawkinson. I mean, y'all can have him if y'all want, Boy
Shit,
jumps and leaves his feet every time.
I take him over here because when Zach Ertz fades to the sunset, I'll take him over here, man.
You'll take Hawk?
I'll take Hawkinson over here.
Okay,
man.
y'all heard it here, man. Y'all heard Rio. He said he'll take Hawk. All right, we gonna push that line there. We gonna be, hey man, Washington, perfect fit for Hawk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he'll fit right in on.
Hey, send him right over this way, man. We will gladly take him here because after Ertz, we don't really got much in the tight end game at this point. But what do you think JD5 about to do on Sunday in his return? We haven't seen him in quite some time. What you think, JD5? What you think y'all got in store for him? How do you think Jaden performs versus y'all?
I think he'll be pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? Like I like JD5. He may be a little like protective of his arm and stuff because that was a nasty injury, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a nasty injury. So like just mentally, right? Like we had a player similar in Lewis Seen who was a defense. He was our safety, our first round pick in 2023. Where
was it Syracuse or Illinois? One of them.
It was Georgia. It was Georgia.
Oh,
he played on the Georgia.
Yeah.
So and he snapped his ankle, foot turned around and all that. And like I said, reason why I bring that up is because when you have an injury like that, mentally, bro, it's hard to overcome that because you vision that and you're going to be automatically thinking about that. So I'm curious to see. The good thing is he's a quarterback, and you know as long as he's getting the ball out and stuff like that, it's not like he's out there every single play taking contact and or
that boy is like Mr. Fantastic. That's Reed Richards, man. I done watched that boy escape serious injury at least 5 times since being here in 2 seasons, man.
You know who keep testing the waters is your boy Jackson Dart, man, over there in New York. He gonna catch his issue, boy. Boy don't know how to chill, but you know, obviously he's a little bigger than JD5 as far as the girth on him, so he got a little more meat on his bones. And that was a lot of
that boy a garden cap at this point.
I'm telling you, a lot of people were hating off JD5, saying he's too small. So I hate that for him that he's getting hurt because that was the narrative. A lot of even Vikings fans were running with when we were talking about bringing bro here. Everybody, well, he's too skinny and this, that, and the third, and obviously people gonna run with that, man. But man, look, man, I want to see him. I want to see him ball because I am a fan of his. Obviously, I want to win the game, but I'm a fan of JD5, man. I just think he's gonna kind of ease his way in. I don't think we're gonna see obviously the JD5 we were watching last year for y'all, man. I think it's gonna be more of a simplified game. He might have a couple good throws, but I don't think he's about to be out there Michael Vicking us. You know what I'm saying? And that like that.
Yeah, it's tricky too. Like I know everybody's excited to get 5 back, but y'all defense, it could be a problem. Like Brian Flores, like Todd Bowles and guys like that, they present an issue. Like y'all can blitz, y'all can get to the quarterback. It's not going to be easy for our offense. I don't think this is going to be some high scoring affair, but I do think since you said the quick game, I think we could get back to some things that we used to be effective at last year. I think with Terry McLaurin, I think you're going to see a lot of slants. I think you're going to see some wide receiver screens to Debo. And if our offensive line, which is fully healthy, can get out there and get hands on folk, maybe we can get an effective screen game going again. I miss Cliff Screensbury. I remember we used to be able to run an effective screen, but I can't really blame Cliff too much for what we've gone through this year because there were times where you gotta Google some of these Bama's we putting out on the field on Sunday. Like we running Robbie Chosen at receiver, River Craycraft. Like who are these niggas?
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. Like, hey, man, that's wild, bro. And like we not there yet. I'm gonna tell you that we are not there yet, and I hope we don't get there. But we ain't there yet. We got some players out there. It's just they old, like even for the defensive side, for example, with like Harrison Smith. This is a dude that's gonna go down possibly in the Hall of Fame, but definitely Vikings Ring of Honor, and he's just too old, man. The name is there. The man, I want to root for him so much because he's done so much for this organization, but like dog is just slow now, man. It just ain't working out. He got to go, man. Hey, I was talking about one of them comments, man. TJ too nasty is funny. That boy said that I hear girth with no
girth and tonnage like Skip Bayless. Hey, my brother, man. Hey, shout out to us, man. Now, when you say let his ass know what's up, nigga, we 3-8. Like we 3-8. We ain't won a game in 7 weeks. Nigga, tell me what's up. Like, what's up? Like
for sure.
What am I supposed to be telling him about right now? We do some things well. We do a lot of things not well. We're 3-8 because of that. So I'm not even at a point where shit talking is even in me. I'm just happy that Jaden back. I'm happy that Terry back. Noah Brown ass about to play football on Sunday. I don't got a shit talking left in me. Maybe when we get to these NFC East part of the schedule, we play the Giants again, the Eagles twice, and the Cowboys, because we on Hard Knocks right now. But there ain't no shit talking I even have in me for this game.
Facts, bro. And my community will tell you too. I'm usually popping my shit too. But like, bro, how you gonna pop your shit? We only got 4 wins.
What's that a pop?
Yeah, ain't shit to pop, bro. Like, what are we doing here, man? Like, listen, we just having us a conversation, man. I'm kicking it with my dog, man. We talking about our teams, man. We ain't popping it. We can't. Our team said, not this year. Y'all ain't popping shit.
I don't care about none of that name shit. I don't care about none of the uniform shit. I just want my team to be good again, man. Everybody's, oh, man, we so hyped. We got the white uniforms back. We 0-2 in them bitches this year. We 0-2.
Hey, and them uniforms fire too, though, low key, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They look good. I like them, bro. I do like them, but yeah, y'all ain't winning in them bitches. We bad juju.
We 0-2 in them joints right now, but I think Jaden he comes out and gives 205 passing, 39 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns, maybe a turnover that necessarily that it's not on him. Someone pops up a pass for an interception, or he gets stripped in the. I think a 2-touchdown game. I was picking us to lose this game until Jaden was announced as the starter. I'm gonna take us to win now, even though I shouldn't be predicting victories, because, like someone mentioned, I think it was my boy Jonathan in the chat earlier, I called for an undefeated October, and they ain't won a game since.
Damn, bro. But to be fair, though, man, once Jaden Daniels was out, bro, like, it's kind of,
and he been hurt 3 times this year.
Yeah, which is crazy. I'm telling you, him and JJ McCarthy, they the same player right now. Only difference is last year, Jaden Daniels, obviously he went above and beyond, bro. Like, proved the world that he is him.
I'm about to say they don't got too much in common now. Don't put that on my boy Jacket, man.
Hey, but hold up now. But this year, I mean, when it comes to the injury, shit, they just like they twinning, man. They twinning, can't stay on the field.
Yeah, cannot stay on the field at all. We've seen the elbow, we've seen the hamstring, we've seen the knee, but my boy is Mr. Fantastic. You can't keep him down for too long. Jaden is back on Sunday. So you said you want a touchdown or 2. The barometer is clearly in hell for JJ McCarthy. Yeah. Give me your stat predictions for JJ on Sunday.
I'm gonna say he gonna go for 195, 2 touchdowns. I am going to put an interception on there, even though I don't want him to. I kind of would rather him not turn the ball over. That's something that I'm going to be trying to focus on and hoping that he doesn't do. But I think it's almost inevitable the way he's been playing football. If I'm going to be realistic, I think he will give y'all one. I know you said y'all don't really, cause turnovers and that.
Mikey, his boy gonna get him. Mikey, his mission.
I was about to say, I know you say, hey, y'all haven't been causing turnovers and stuff, but trust me, bro, the way JJ McCarthy been throwing that football, dog, y'all will get one. Trust me, bro, like, because he gonna give it to you. You know what I mean? But hey, I still think he'll have more touchdowns than turnovers, which is going to be a start in the right direction, at least a start. Because at this point, we're just trying to take the small things and build. Right. Like, so I heard a quote earlier, Rio, man, and it was like, the best thing about being at rock bottom is it's solid and you can build on it. Like, and you know what? When I heard that, I thought about my quarterback. I said, bro, you know what? That shit hit different right there, boy. That's a quote because he cannot go any further down. Not when it comes to his play, not when it comes to the whole world. The whole world is trashing this kid. Because at the end of the day, he's a 22-year-old kid, man. He just turned 22. This man logs on X and Instagram, and all he sees is people bashing him. And that part of that is another reason. Yeah, that's another reason why I ride for him the way I do too. Because yes, he is playing bad football, and we got to call that for what it is. But like the way people are treating, and I don't care about the typical Twitter finger guy that's sitting at the crib and just want to pop his shit. I'm talking about these national media pundits that like the goddamn Colin Cowherds and shit, where it's like, bro, you a grown ass man, this process, but for you to trash this kid even before he even threw a football, like to just continuously trash this boy, and then when he is struggling, you just go extra hard, you just throw salt on the wound. I can't respect that, bro. Nothing would be better, Rio, than JJ McCarthy climbing out from under this adversity. I told everybody, bro, RAP gonna be on the front lines. You want to talk about the comeback videos? Bruh, I'm on everybody top. I'm telling you, bruh, I'm gonna be annoying, bruh. I might get canceled on this damn app.
I got
Bruh,
cases for all you bitches.
I'm telling you. hey, facts, bruh. Like straight up.
Hell yeah, it'd be like that. Hey, that's how you ride for your guy, though. That's how you ride for your guy. I know. I would like to see JJ because I want everybody in that draft class to get right. Except for when we in the building. I can't have Jaden getting memed on the JJ McCarthy jersey this week. I cannot have Jaden on my timeline being memed on the 9 face. So I'm going to need JJ to get right after this week. So let me hear your score prediction for this one on Sunday.
Man, I think it's going to be an ugly game, Real. I'm going to go 14-17. 14-17 Vikings. I think it's going to be a fun game. I know we talked about that earlier. I think it's going to be a fun game. I think we'll be able to, get a lot of good out of it as far as our evaluations on our football team. Maybe some fun. Hey, this player did his thing that we haven't seen do anything all season, but he happened to show some promise today. I think it'll be that type of game. Again, also focusing on the quarterbacks, JD5 coming back, but I think it's going to be 14-17 Skull side, man. That's what I'm going with, man. Nothing too crazy. No, nothing too crazy.
I'm going to go 20-19 Commander. That's another random. I don't know how you get 19 points in a game, but I see some weird shit happening on Sunday.
It can happen. It can happen.
Maybe a safety, a combination of touchdowns and going for twos. This is a weird season.
2-point conversion. Yeah.
Somebody's kicker could get hurt. I'm not trying to wish that on nobody. I'm going to knock on wood real quick. But yeah, 20-19, a 1-point game. And I think JD5 touches it last and he makes something happen down the stretch. But to let it be clear, I want to see Jaden look good. I want to see Jaden in the offense build some rapport. I really could. Sure, if they win the game and Jaden's in, I'm cool with it. But I'm not tripping if Jaden looks good and we somehow lose the game at this point, because draft position is something I still got my eyes on this year, man. I'm not going to hold you.
Me too, bro. And we got, that's another thing too, is it really would benefit our teams to lose. Y'all to lose, because again, like you said, the draft position is more important at this point. People don't want to believe and buy into that. And I don't believe in the tanking thing or just give up. But what I am saying is there's a point in time in your season where you have to start realizing what's more important. And what's more important for our team and your team is 2026. And that's just what it is, man. Yep. There is no beating around the damn, but it is what it is. We're not in contention for a damn thing other than trying to get a higher draft pick. And how do you do that? Lose games.
Yep. And if I had it my way, I would shut Jaden down for the year, but that's just not how this thing works. Jaden's going to play these last few weeks. So if Jaden's going to be out there, now I can buy into them showing something in December. If I had to keep watching Marcus Mariota, hey, man, y'all could just keep running these L's off. It's whatever. But now I need to see Jaden building some momentum going into 2025. And our defense is actually still ass enough that we can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, meaning Jaden and the offense are handling business while our defense is still giving up a lot and we're still finding ways to lose games. So
let me ask you though, Rio, honestly, how excited and confident are you in JD5? Because, I watch you, so I know last year you were super hype, and that boy can play now. That boy a beast, right? Again, he was my number 1 quarterback coming into that job. But after this year, seeing all the injuries back to back, and that was something that a lot of people we're talking about when you guys drafted him and stuff, because even college, he had history of this. Where you at right now with it, though? Honestly, how you feeling about your franchise quarterback?
I have undeniable confidence in Jaden Daniels, bro. Okay. Even at times this year where it looked shaky, I think the majority of that was circumstantial, and some of the guys, they got me out there running around, running routes for Jaden at some point this year. But no, I have complete confidence that next year, we're going to be right back with the shits. We're going to be right back with the shits. We're going to be right back in the mix. And we're going to be doing the damn thing again. We need to have a good offseason, and the team needs to get younger, and it needs to get faster, and we need difference maker. The problem is Jaden can't be the only difference maker on the team. Jaden's really the only player that keeps defensive coordinators up at night, or coordinators in general, because we don't really have game changers on the defensive side of the ball. He needs some more over here, but I have all the confidence in the world with Jaden Daniels, man.
Okay. Yeah, because I know, like, for us, I told myself, man, if JJ McCarthy winds up getting hurt one more time, you know, and really the one more time was this last time when he got a quote unquote concussion, and he was in concussion protocol, which I call bullshit on that. I think it was a kind of a soft benching. Maybe he had a headache or something, but at the end of the day, I think it was more of, you know what, let's just take a break. Let's take a week break. Let's try to regroup. You know what I mean? We ain't got shit to play for. But you know, if he gets injured again, whether it's a knee, ankle, and I know injuries happen, but it's like one thing's for sure. I mean, it's the oldest saying in the book, Real. You know, availability is the best ability. Yep. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, Jaden Daniels, I'm praying for that brother, because first of all, he's good for football, period. Like, whether you don't got to be a Commanders fan to know that you want Jaden Daniels playing on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? Like, facts. You want him to be playing because you know he going to make a play every time he's out on the field. That between a 60-minute game, he doing something. Like, for real. He's exciting to watch. So I hope he stays healthy, bro. I just hope that we humble him this Sunday, though, in our reality. Because, hey, I'm still a Vikings fan before anything. And even though we at the toilet bowl, goddamn it, I'm trying to take the biggest shit. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Oh, yeah. The streets definitely, it's not even just us. The world need to see JD5 come back and put on a show, man. Why not start on Sunday? Because it ain't just us watching on Sunday.
Yeah.
We on Hard Knocks. So y'all gonna be on Hard Knocks next week too. So we got a national audience that will be watching the shit that takes place on this afternoon, man.
No, I'm excited, man. We got JD9, we got JD5 versus JJ9, man. Number 9. You know what I'm saying? 9, whatever you want to call him, bro. You know, Nueve. That was one of his new names this week. Nueve. They put the mustache on him.
Y'all gotta stop giving that nigga nicknames. Y'all gotta stop giving that nigga nicknames.
Hey, word. Hey, I told the community, I said, man, we riding with anything. I don't give a damn what you call them, goddammit. We out here. You feel me? Like, for real, man. So, hey, it's gonna be exciting, man. 2 quarterbacks coming out of the same draft. This is what people expected when it came to the JD5, JJ McCarthy, Drake May, Caleb Williams. Like, this was supposed to be one of the best quarterback classes in a long time. And so far, so good, to be real. So far, it's holding. It's holding up to the hype. JJ just got to catch up. That's all. He got to catch up with his counterpart.
Yeah, man. But I enjoyed this one, man. I had a good time. Too, you could tell this is 2 brothers that not only enjoy this, but we going through it this year, man. We going through it.
Absolutely, like a motherfucker.
Going through it, bro. Hell yeah, man. Why isn't Rio being more positive?
I know, I see that.
I'm gonna stop you right there, champ. I don't care. I do not care. I do not care. We still rocking it out. We still keeping it pushing. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. If my team ass right now, they ass right now. And I'm not gonna lie, just because it makes somebody feel better and it makes someone else sleep better at night. The season's been bad, but I'm excited to see players return, and the most important player, the franchise player, is back this week. I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to see what Hard Knocks looks like when Jaden Daniels is back in the fold.
Yeah, and for y'all to tap in over here when my boy Rio, man, my dog be going hard for the team. Win, lose, or draw. Again, we here. The fact that y'all should be just happy that he even talking about this bullshit. And me, you know, me too. Like, that we even take an hour out of our time to talk about this garbage, because that's what the hell it is in our reality, man. Both teams. Our team ain't no better, man. We 4-8. Shit, we the same damn team. We ain't shit. Or 4-7. We ain't shit neither. I don't think we've won since when the last time we won?
Look at that. We both got it. We gotta go Google our last.
I don't remember the last time we won, bro. Yeah, I don't remember the last time we won, bro. It been a minute. It been a minute.
They want me to be on this joint for waving pom-poms and shit.
Yeah, they want you. Oh, we're the best team. We still can win the NFC East. We still got a shot.
Mathematically, if we win out and the Eagles lose out and the Cowboys lose out and these
Yeah, nah, knock it the hell off, man. Y'all sit back and enjoy the damn show and be thankful that my boy tapping in. You feel me?
My guy, I appreciate you always. Let the folks know where they can follow you on socials and what the channel is and all of that.
Yeah, man. Follow me on Vocal Vike. It's Vocal Vike on YouTube, Vocal Vike on X, on IG, man. Pretty much everywhere, just Vocal Vike. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all tapping in tonight on the Commander side, man. Y'all showed out. Shout out to all my Purple Gang members over there on my channel, tapping in tonight and rocking with us, man. And y'all make sure y'all go follow Rio, man. You know, anytime I'm on another channel and specifically you tonight though, Rio, man, because you somebody who I've talked about even on my stream before, just telling people how, hey, when I talk Commanders or I look for Commanders information, you to go to there. You know, there's a couple other ones too, though, you know, that I rock with. That's part of your circle as well. You know what I'm saying? So hey man, shout out to you, man. Thank you for having me on tonight, bro. This right here. This was one I was waiting for, man. Cause you know, I got so much respect for you, bro. Just as a dude, man, and what you do, man. You inspiration to me. So yeah, man. Just hey, tap in with me though, Commanders Nation, man. So for the next time we play, y'all already in the building. You already know what time it is. And if you want to hear RAP go off on his team, you know, to get a break from y'all trash team, just like we trash, hey, come ride with us, man. Show us some love.
Exactly, because I like to get my NFL content from fans. I like to get it from fans and content creators, and my guy Rap is one of those. And you know, it's easier when you're talking to a brother. You know what I'm saying? We speak the same language. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. It's easy.
Simple, bro. Simple.
It can all be so simple. But he's got him in a close dub. I got us in a close dub, 20-19. We're gonna see what it looked like, man. Better show up because them Hard Knocks cameras is watching. That's all we got for right now. Hail to the Washington Commanders. I will see y'all for an all-day watch party on Sunday afternoon. DMV stand up. Hail to the Commanders. JD5 is back, baby. Talk soon.